Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the ALG Masters League. This is week number 8, last week of the regular season, and in front of you guys, the matchup you guys have been waiting patiently for is upon you. It is KGK up against Team Velis. And, well, if you're Team Velis, you're already knowing you already know you're in the losers bracket. And you guys are resident second last team in that group. You guys overall have the worst record out of the remaining teams actually playing out the rest of the league. So, you don't really have anything to lose at this point. And if you're KGK, well, you need to win this match because you guys are tied going into this week with 3 other teams trying to fight for the last 2 spots in the top 4 of your group to try to get an upper bracket spot, in match to start off playoffs instead of having to start things off in that losers bracket. So, this is a super, super important match for them. And, potentially Velis play spoiler, as they will be fielding some they'll be fielding some new players. Their subs they're going to have to pull in for the first time we're seeing. And it's going to be interesting to see what they do on their debut. It's going to be Zeus and Bouncy who end up getting pulled on board for the match tonight. And well, your standard for this match coming out of KGK are going to be the Nick, Stay Chill, Smurfry, the coach, potentially even the goated coach of the league, and Clarity. Household names here. One of them has one of the best supporters in the league here as well, alongside him as his partner in crime. And well, let's jump over to the maps to see what we have for you guys to witness and watch these two duke it out on. So starting things off, we're going to have that ever so popular raid map that we see time and time again. We're going to see that one in the hard point to start things off. Moscow S&D for map number 2. Very interesting search and destroy map. Has a lot of, interesting history and interesting plays and moments. Very memorable moments actually from the recent major cup that the pros played, where Toronto Ultra was able to take the ultimate win on that one. Very historic cup and monumentous cup for that organization, and obviously the league itself. This being its second year, and then Garrison Control as your middle map there. It's going to be interesting to see how that one plays out. We don't see Garrison Control played too often. When we do, it's usually by some of these more stronger teams. So it's going to be interesting to see how these two teams that aren't necessarily at the top of the food chain in the league overall, how they end up playing this one out, as it's a very one-sided map. When it comes to offense versus defense. So it tends to be a lot more challenging for these, lower tier teams. And then going into map 4, if we see it, we have the hardpoint Moscow, and then raid ending things off in the S&D if we go to map 5. I like the mirror, Garrison, and then you got the Moscow to raids on the sides. It's very, very pretty. Now, whether or not we see a pretty performance come out of either of these teams, that's the question that everybody has on their minds. And well, we will be loading up into the map here. I'm going to get that set up for everybody here in the lobby. While we load up, I'm going to ask you guys, what are your predictions in chat? Drop them. You got yourselves the Velis fans potentially cheering on Velis here. Maybe saying it's going to be an upset, maybe 3-2. We go to map 5 and Velis is able to squeak out a win here. Or maybe KGK, the favorites in this one statistically, they're above the team of Velis throughout. And as of late, the control's been the real struggle for Team KGK, and it's going to be interesting to see if they can bounce back from the struggles they've had there and actually get a control win here. That's the only map and mode I would say I see maybe Team Velis taking in this matchup, but the search and destroy for sure has been KGK's strong suit since the second half of this season has been commencing. And well, here you go. The teams are going to go back and forth right away here in this one, and well, Team KGK will find themselves on top early on in this hard point. It's a little bit of a quiet sort of setting here on the raid here tonight, as no points for Team Velis to open off this map. And well, we are going to continue to see a lot of successful slaying happening from Team KGK. And well, with these subs coming in for Team Velis, there's not a lot of positive placing thoughts and praise I can really give. It's going to be interesting if they can even live up to the expectations they have on potentially winning this. But like I told you guys, there's no real they're not really playing with anything to lose. Like, there's no, they're not at like, they're not potentially losing the opportunity to play in playoffs. You know, every team is given the opportunity to do so as long as they don't drop out the league. And well, Clarity will be on a 5 streak, continuing to not die at all this map. And so many players over on the side of Team Bell is holding onto those donuts like a hungry police officer after a long shift out on the job. And well, Clarity will grab himself his first streak here as well. Maybe gonna grab himself another one if he continues to watch out for these players coming from pillars. He won't clean up Zeus. His teammates will do all the cleaning up that they need to do. As finally, Team Velis will look to grab some time on this hill as the spawns come out for them. And well, Zeus is gonna be the last one left up on that hill, and he will be able to take down the player. So scrap time will go his way, and Zeus will grab himself another kill. Attaboy, get some kills on the board, get rid of that donut, toss it away, get out a salad, and start looking more healthy here. Looking more alive. 2 and 6 for Zeus right now. He's not going to be calling down Thunderbolts just yet, as he's going to need to heat up a lot more than what he's done so far. As right now, it's just looking like a lukewarm, sort of hungry man meal, but just sort of half of one right now, as he's going only 2 and 6. He's dip ducking and dodging. He will find 1 kill. Will he find Smurfry? No, he showed signs of being, you know, skillful, but unfortunately not going to find himself any positive points for his team. Smurfry going 8 and 2, and well, Clarity will have full streaks in his pocket here as he continues to pursue players over on the opposite side of the map here. He's going to hop on down, kill off Trill as well, and well, he might even take a few shots and some basketballs into the net there as he's really just settling in. Over on the next point, the team is so far ahead, so smooth of sailing, as it's 136, 137 and counting here. He might use some streaks to sort of stop a few players pushing out, as he's gonna find 2. Will he find anybody else? He won't. Zeus doesn't even kill him, but Zeus will end up finally taking him down. 5 kills for Zeus, the most resistant here on the map for the side of Team Velis. And Banky just not enjoying it at all. Smurfry getting a nice few kills there. Nick the Brick, 7 and 0. No deaths right now. Phenomenal start for him to the series, and this map is looking like a cakewalk as well. As he improves it to 8 and 0, he's got full streaks to use as well. Smurfry, he lost his streak he was on just before, and well, right now this is just a little bit of a chemistry earner. You know, this is not by any stretch of the imagination the hardest challenge or hardest matchup for Team KGK, and will Bouncy coming on in and not really doing anything. He's 0 and 4. His team, he's even getting shot out by Trill and by Banky. Unfortunate stuff. Is Bouncy just, it looks like he's disconnected as well. So no, oh no, maybe he's just the statue. It's pretty much a 3 versus 4, folks. Team KGK just walking away with this one. Oh my gosh, Nick the Brick on 11. He's going to call in a cruise missile as well. Continue to add insult to injury here. Looking to take out some of these players. Tries to bend it to the doorway. Won't find the players. Trill will find Clarity. And we'll see if Nick continues to streak on to 12. Trill will take down Zeus as well. Team Velis, they're just not having a fun time right now whatsoever. This is just Nick having fun here. Clarity and Smurf, everybody on the side of Team KGK feeling themselves, feeling comfortable, feeling confident now, as they're looking. Statistically speaking, they were looking to walk into this one with a win, and just that's exactly what's happening here. As they win this one, oh, they don't win it on that hill. They will win it on the next. Team KGK win 250 to 20. This was the most one-sided match that I have probably witnessed in all of my time casting the ALG this season. That had to have been one of the most dominant performances and one-sided performances and humiliating performances also on the side for Team Velis. But once again, folks, as I highlighted at the beginning, they don't really have much to lose here. They know they're guaranteed losers bracket. They know they're not the strongest team. They're here to get as much experience as they can, and obviously, you know, take losses with a grain of salt. They want to be here. They're on stream for some casted time, and well, here you go. It's just not going to be what they thought. And well, Nick coming in huge and not dropping at all on this entire map. Absolutely destructive performance from him, and flawless performance of him, looking like Benjamin Bance from over the weekend, going immortal digits in the Search and Destroy on Express. And well, that's the first map in the books between the two here. And well, Team KGK find themselves up, hardly lifting a finger. Will we go into that Search and Destroy to follow up here? It's going to be, Team KGK up 1-0 in the series. Going into the next one, and we'll Search and Destroy. It's a completely different game type. You're looking at a different pacing to it as well. You can play more slower. You could try to fix the momentum for your team just playing round to round. But we'll see if Team KGK continues to steamroll and flatten this Velis side that is looking extremely exposed and extremely, invisible at the same time. Exposed and invisible, they're obviously very contrasting terms, but I feel like you guys can get the gist of what I'm kind of laying out for you folks as to how just monumentally different the skill levels are between these two. We're looking at this Velis side, and probably not even standing a chance against a few pubs players out there, in advanced in league play. That's the kind of competition they're putting up right here. And they're definitely going to need to try to step it up here if they're going to look to try to bounce back in the S&D coming up, as we got that one on the cards for you folks here in just a moment. Those of you guys in chat want to drop another prediction. Me and a bunch of you guys in the chat definitely predicting a 3-0 on the entire series. Well, this Search and Destroy, what do you guys got for that? KGK's been looking too phenomenal in S&D as of late. They're sporting one of the best records in S&D in their group. Actually the third best record in S&D in their group at an 8-5. Better than 3 of the teams above them in the group, actually. Just behind Dawn of Chaos and Zealous Squad, obviously. But I would definitely put KGK to win this one in the S&D. I'd say probably 6-0. I think that's a comfortable count. Could be a 6-1 easily. I would only see them maybe taking one round off for Velis, but it all comes down to how they ultimately show up here in this S&D, and if they do end up showing up differently than they did in this initial respawn in this hard point on raid, as we're gonna be jumping over to the S&D. We're gonna be jumping into the S&D on Moscow. And yeah. Here we go. We're jumping into this next map here, and we're gonna see if we can get everybody in for both these teams. It looks like we're having everybody join in on the match in time here, so everybody's in for both these sides, even strength. And well, I gotta give you guys the POV, obviously, so that you guys can stick around and check out the action with me, as the bomb is going to be in the hands of Velis to start things off here, and they're going to be a little bit apprehensive on where they want to go with this bomb. Nick going to be lurking on this outer car. He will find Banky, though. Very patient spot and play. Trill will look to try to take him down in response, but unfortunately won't be finding him at all. Nick will show himself to Bouncy, who will take him down and even up the strength at 3-3 apiece. But Nick the Brick with a nice opening kill is great. First blood in favor of Team KGK to start before the answer comes through from Bouncy. Nice little response to rounds of old here. Trill should drop to Smurfry, who's hiding in that corner by the phone booth. And now Bouncy will look to push up into B. He should drop the player who's also aggressing him, and there you go. Team KGK on the board, continuing their momentum from the first map of this one and into the next, as we will be jumping into our next round with now Team KGK holding the bomb. 0-1 in favor of Team KGK. for both the series score and the score in this map, as Nick will open things off with another first blood. This time around, he's going to get this one over by A, as his team looks to put an onslaught in over there. Office is going to be where the last player resides. Bouncy will be flanked around and killed, as no resistance whatsoever once again from KGK showing up in this round. Sort of similar resistance levels that we saw to what we saw in the hard point, as the teamwork here and the connections here from Team KGK just too strong for Team Velis to sever. As this time around, Smurf or I will be the one sitting on the 3-0 with no deaths, versus Nick over there sitting on 1 death, not going deathless this map, and no 2 maps in a row will be alike when it comes to a deathless scoreline or KD. Smurf's going to stay alive here. He's going to look to maybe kill off Bouncy. He will spot his head. Bouncy might be able to take him out, but no. The castle will not deflate and choke Smurferai out. Smurferai should have caught the player coming out of gold. Now Bouncy making a lot of noise as he crosses over to Eskies, as Team Velis with their first lead when it comes to lives on the map in this S&D, and well, the bomb will go down over at A, but with number 2 in behind and Trill lurking about, and last but not least is Smurfry in the 1 versus 3. He should drop, and there you go, Team Velis getting on the board with a round. 1-2, Team Velis. They will be able to connect the dots here on this round and piece together a positive performance that gets them a round on the board in the S&D, and early on, in fact, as well, which would definitely be looking a lot better for them, as Bouncy having a way better performance here than he did in that first hard point, as he was having a really rough go at things. Going 4-2 in this search and destroy. Looking to help his team, you know, surge back in this series, getting themselves on the board and making things a 1-1 scoreline. His nade will, it looks like, get taken out by a trophy. Gonna quickly do a trophy check right now to make sure teams are following the rules and regulations there, as Bouncy will find another kill. He's gonna be on 5-2. He will be pushed up here by Stay Chill, and oh my lord, Bouncy gonna stay chill. Composed and calm as he gets 3 kills on the round. KGK starting to maybe falter here, starting to fall asleep on this Velis side after they steamrolled them in the first map. You can't sleep on Velis, it looks like, in this S&D, as the subs are coming in, and Bouncy bringing in that Benjamin Bouncy Castle into this S&D, and he's going to be doing a good job. 7-2 on a 5 streak. The man, he was absolutely hustling us in that first map, and well, here you go. He's gonna start to pick up the pace in S&D. Maybe he's a more of an S&D god, a superstar, like we might start to see here. As Trill, he's gonna be looking to play up here. He's gonna spot one just to his right, but Stay Chill will end up getting the first blood there instead. Bouncy, he's gonna look to play from elbow here. He's gonna not get stunned out, so Stay Chill might feel like he can push on out. Bouncy, he's going to be looking to maybe get the kill here. Zeus will get the kill onto Stay Chill there, catches him out with his pants down on that steps. He's trying to retreat, just gets caught by the wall. Now Clarity going to be chilling up at Eskies. And Bouncy, he's going to be back in the business here for another round in a row, getting himself another kill on the board. As the A bomb site's looking pretty prime rib right now. It's going to be a 3-on-2. They're going to look to try to get this bomb down. Now, what might we see from Smurfry is he's going to be lurking in checkers, him and his teammate. Nick the Brick, 3-3 in the S&D. He will come out and get traded, dropped down by Bouncy, but there you go. Team Velis! Back-to-back rounds in the S&D. Silencing my prediction of a 6-0 or 6-1 in favor of Team KGK, and stunning the stats with these subs that are coming through. Bouncy more specifically, taking over in this S&D, making it his game. As we're still to see Zeus and even Trill really showcase themselves and their talents in this S&D, as it's been the bouncy show the entire map so far. Out of the 5 rounds, we're on to the 6th. Team Velis looking like they might be able to tie up the series if they continue this momentum and this success in the Search and Destroy. Zeus. Bouncy gonna be good for another kill here. Zeus as well. Number 6 all alone's Nick, and he's gonna get choked out like my chicken last night. As Team Velis winning another round. 4-2 is your scoreline. Velis stunning the stars and the stripes. Banky getting the last kill onto Nick the Brick. And boy, oh boy. Banky on a 5 streak as well. Now looking to try to muster up some more mayhem. As Team KGK folding before our eyes right now. From the surge and explosive positivity and performance being put in from Bouncy here. Injecting life and ferocity into this Team Velis' Search and Destroy here. His performance and his power definitely missed in that first map, as he unfortunately wasn't able to really do much to help his team. And well, he's gonna drop, and this is gonna be the first round now. We gotta see, can Team Velis win without Bouncy on the board? As he's gonna drop for the first blood. It's a nade coming in from Clarity that will grab it. Zeus will be good for a kill before getting dropped and traded. As now Smurfrai drops to Banky. Nick will get a trade kill onto Trill. And this is Banky all alone with the bomb over at A. He will, however, get this bomb plant. So he's going to force them to have to come to him. Will he be ready for the players to come through from office? As Banky's going to have to watch here. He might spot one. He's able to hold his trigger. He will find the other, though. And with that kill coming in timely fashion, in the way it did, he was able to get away and hide fast enough here. And Nick, the last player alive in the 1 versus 1 here. Banky does some damage to him, gets him to half. He might get pushed here. Nick, he's going to try to get the kill. He will. And he can just hop onto this bomb and get the defuse and get some confidence re-injected into the side of Team KGK as they stem the bleeding for now. In this S&D, getting around on the board. And the bodies are getting shot as well. Some disrespect being brought to the table here as Nick the Brick. They win the first map in a 3 versus 4 due to a player not really performing and even, you know, playing from what my knowledge is based off of some info in chat. They're given the first map, but now into the second one here. Team Velis showing up at full strength with Bouncy, the player they missed dearly in that first hard point, now able to play and impacting this map so heavily. Now, will Trill be able to sniff out these players over on the street? He will find one onto Clarity. He should get behind Smurfrai for another, but Smurfrai will be able to close out 2 big ones over street side. Bouncy and Banky, the 2 stars studded on the side of Team Velis at the moment in the S&D, are both alive here. Bouncy going to look to try to play for a kill here. Trying to get something, you know, to enter in favor for his team. An early pick here is Bouncy's going to just be playing for some info up in through these windows. That nade should tag him up and get him really low. As now Banky's going to look to try to enter into the mix and cause some chaos and some mayhem on the map. Bouncy, he's going to hop onto this bomb and look to maybe secure the defuse. He will drop to Smurfrai, who wrapped around behind. Banky all alone. He will have a streak in his pocket, though, to use in a later round here. And, well, he will get another kill He will drop to Smurfry ultimately, and that will be the tying round won by Team KGK. Very methodical approach to the rest of that round after Smurfry got this massive round-turning two-piece. But Trill, as you guys can see there, just is equally dead to rights with a few bullets as Smurfry was right there when he just lived off the skin of his teeth. Smurfry walking away with, I believe, all 4 kills in that round, getting an ace for himself. A nice little highlight reel moment for the man. As Bouncy starting to see a bit of a rival on the opposite side of things, as the coach is starting to really show himself big time in this search and destroy. As Bouncy gonna try to get a first blood on the board, he will get first blooded instead. And we're gonna see Zeus come in for a kill to trade up. Number 4, it's gonna be Zeus looking to hit from outer Eskies. He will find 1 kill. Trill will find 1 as well, but the trades are there, and it only puts Smurfry into a 1 versus 2, and at least it's Smurfry who's here for his side. He will not be able to find Trill. He will know Zeus is over there at half wall. The nade will not find the kill, as Smurfry is located at Eskies. Smurfry will look to tag up, but not take down. He's gonna aggress forward, and Zeus will live, and Team Velis will get their 5th round on the board, and they will be 1 short of winning the entire map and tying up this series at 1-1 if they get the next round or 2 to go their way. Zeus right here getting himself, I think, 3 kills on the round, responding to Smurfry's explosive ace the round before. He is able to ice that round for his team. As Zeus, the other sub, coming in here to try to pick up the pace for Team Velis and cause an upset to Team KGK's their playoff placement. As I remind you guys, it will be extremely difficult for Team KGK to try to make top 4 in their group if they do take a loss here tonight against Team Velis. As Smurfry, he's hearing me here. He's hearing me hype up the importance of this match for his team, and he will perform to get himself 1 kill and his teammate 1 as well, as the streak will come through. It won't find anybody, as players will be able to hide. Bouncy looking to find a kill. He will find, he's just about nearly finding Stay Chill here, as now Banky's gonna try to approach and create the pinch here. Bouncy will use the streak to find 1, as Banky will be pushed on forward. And it's all going to be up to the last player here from Team KGK to try to ice the round here. Bouncy could put away KGK on the map here. Put them away now by winning this round. Or does Smurfry clutch up for his team? Does the coach have what it takes? It's the 2 top players for both these teams up against each other in the end. Smurfry going to be challenged, and Bouncy will come away with the kill, but he will not be able to get the defuse. KGK, they are able to slip away with the round win. Smurfry buying the just correct amount of time to narrowly escape the defeat on this map in that round. Bouncy does best him with the kill. Minor things when it comes to obviously thinking about the player and the players and their confidence, as it keeps Bouncy's high. Now, does Team Velis have what it takes here to clutch up their stellar performance through this search and destroy by capping it off with a map win here with this final round? Or will we see players from Team KGK look to put these guys away and put them in their place? As Bouncy gets 2 massive kills, make that 3! Bouncy is absolutely fiending on Team KGK, as Stay Chill is left all alone in the 1 versus 3. Does he take down Banky here? He needs to take him down in order to help put himself in a better position in a 1 versus 2. Banky will be able to retreat. The bomb will be down on the ground in Eskies. the two Team Velis players will back up and stay chill with prime real estate to work with for him to make his way over to B-bomb site. He's looking to come through the spawn. He finds Banky. Great pick there. Puts it now into a more doable 1 versus 2. But with both the players watching both these bombs, Trill might be able to find him. He shoots and he scores. Team Velis get the evening round win and map win on the board for them. And Bouncy's performance was impeccable as he gets 3 massive kills on this round. Tripling up and enjoying the fruits of his labor there, as he's seen as a menace right now in that mode, stunning KGK fans in the chat for sure. As right now we were expecting a 3-0, but Team Velis, they're showing up here in the S&D, and they've been able to close out and get themselves on the board to tie things up 1-1. Shocking results for those of you in chat predicting that 3-0 at the beginning. As we get a stunning surge and victory coming through for the side of Team Velis. As we will be jumping into our control, which has been the more volatile and lackadaisical mode for King's Grant Killers as of late. They're holding a 3-9 record that is just 1 win and 1 less loss, different from Team Velis. As this new roster with the subs injecting some more life and positivity in form into this matchup for them, this has to feel good and it has to look good. And so it has in the Search and Destroy, as it was a close down to the wire, round 11. That was an entertaining round in map to definitely witness. As we will be jumping into a garrison control coming on up, where the name of the game with garrison control is you win those defenses, you secure every defense, and you steal an offensive round win, you win the map in less than 4. If you don't do that, if you just secure your defenses, then you hope to get defense in and you get enough kills and the other team has enough deaths where you get that defense for round 5, and that's how you win it. It's pretty much that's the way that you play it. You know, spawn trap, it should come through. You know, if we do see a lot of very pressured play, and well, if Bouncy's able to bring up another performance of a lifetime for Team Velis and help carry them across in this control, then this series right here, this is going to be a tide changer. This could be the straw that breaks the camel back. And KGK, they are 2 maps away from being potentially locked out of a top 4 spot in their group. That is the unfortunate future we could be seeing as KGK fans. Myself, as well, as I am a bit of a KGK fan. As you guys know, I have the jersey, and if they do take this win, then I may have to go grab that and throw it on for you folks just to end the night off here on stream. But here we go. Let's get the next map loaded up here. It's going to be your control on Garrison. And I'd love to see what you guys think in chat. Do you guys have any predictions for this control? Do you guys see the control going Velis's way? Do you guys see the controller? Do you guys see the controller? Do you guys see the control going KGK's way? Is it a 3-1? Is it a 3-2? Is it a 3-0? Who wins? I'm gonna put my hands out here, and you know what? I'm gonna become a Velis fan here. You know, I predicted them completely wrong in the S&D, and they were able to come through with something that stats just didn't support, and they come through. I think maybe they could shock and awe here in this control as well. I'm saying Velis with the 3-2 control on Garrison win. That's my prediction here. You guys have heard it first. Though I'd love to see if KGK can match that and you know, in best what I have as my prediction. But looks like we did have a KGK player not able to join up on the lobby. So we will get a restart there. And while we get that restart, we will jump to a quick commercial break, or not commercial break, but little, you know, break for you folks, technical break, while we get things reset up. And I hope you guys don't go anywhere and you continue to enjoy the music I have for you folks up next. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my gosh, welcome back. We are in for your control on Garrison, and well, the teams are here at full strength here, and we're going to be seeing defensive side for Team KJK to open things off, and Velis on the left. Now, Velis will be trading out quite well. Banky going to get himself 3 kills in a row. And another thing, a little interesting stat to show you guys is, well, this Velis side, they have been able to muster up. They had an 0-7 performance in the first half of the league, and well, just earlier this split, this second half, they were actually able to take a win over 302 Gold, who won yesterday against the Las Vegas Spades. So interesting enough, they have been able to best some teams above them already this second half of the split. And, well, it'll be interesting to see if they're able to continue to showcase some of that ability to best opponents, and it's going to be important to showcase that David and Goliath strength now, and help make a better case for them going into losers bracket, as well as up against, you know, these teams like Team KGK that they have to face today, and then Zealous Squad, it's going to be an absolute task and a half that they're going to have to face later this week off stream. Zeus, he's going to be alive on this point, trying to play for some power and for some points, some ticks. 2 ticks of progress over at B, but the time is not in favor of Velis right now, as they have to try to get across the map to get onto a point to stop the clock. Banky should get onto the point to stop it for a moment, but unfortunately that's all he will be good for, as the rest of these teammates on the side of Velis will get cut down. Nick will end up ending that first round on a tear there of, I believe, 5-2. As the defensive side, like I told you guys before, it's heavily favorited on this control map of Garrison, and well, Banky doing some flashy work in the kill cam. Unfortunately, it doesn't ultimately lead to his team being above the opponents. Now, looking over at the deaths department, you know, you're seeing a difference of, you know, 22 for the side of Team Velis, and for Team KGK, they only have, you know, they have a lessened difference of about 11, 13. So 13 to 22, it's a difference of, you're looking at 9 deaths. It's Team Velis in the hole at the moment, and will Team KGK continue to apply pressure, stay chill. Getting some flashy opening kills there. Wonderful work to get his team some control and some comfort around this point. As right now, Team KGK, they're looking so strong, and they're having an effortless time over by B. Polarity, though, gonna drop. That's gonna cause a bit of mayhem here. Team KGK, they do still have a life lead. 23 to 21. 1 minute still to work with, as they continue to pile on pressure and slow down their attack here. 2 off the board here. Creates an opening over at B to be used. Nick the Brick gonna throw up another brick, and on that, in the bricks area here. As I'm apologizing, guys, my casting is a little bit cut apart here. My casting's cut apart here, and due to the fact that I was getting a bit distracted with some text messages from my brother, and my apologies, folks. But Team KGK, they're continuing to slide on through. They got themselves another extra minute to work with once they were able to capture the B point here, and now making a play over to A. They have a life lead of 6 lives. 19 to 13. Nick trying to take out Banky, maybe. Not going to be able to find him just yet. His stay chill. He's going to get 4 big kills in a row. Smurfry going to try to live at large in the spawn, but will drop at 5 in a row. Team Velis, they've been absolutely stuffed. Back-to-back opportunities and pushes. Nick the Brick, he trading around with these other players. It's so back and forth, the action. Bouncy will drop, and we're seeing another stellar respawn coming out of Team KGK on the brink of taking another round, in the most important one there, an offense within the first 3 rounds of this control. And well, they're looking to steamroll through the competition, and obviously Shut chasing up. As Smurfry will get another kill. Clarity, 13-6. Strongest KD for Team KGK. Wonderful work ethic from him throughout this one. A lot of great discipline shown in his routing and, in watching his angles and trusting his teammates to obviously do the damage that is necessary and needed. But right now, his teammates are absolutely getting torn by this point. Bouncy will take off the third player as it leaves Stay Chill on an island amidst the tanks in the middle of the factory. And will now will get stacked upon, and one tick of progress should come out, most likely, from this. Bouncy's nade's going to not find anything. A nade will find him instead, as his trophy was late to the party. The point will be cleared up by Celerity and Stay Chill. Nick the Brick will take down Zeus as well, and Trill dropping to Nick's submachine gun will just add more insult to injury. As now the side of Team KGK has drawn a line very far up into the spawn of Team Velis. Nick sliding back and forth, causing more panic to the players in purple. Team Velis fearing for their lives as they come off the spawn here from Nick the Brick. As he's on a 4, make that 5. Can he get a 6th kill in a row here? Just nearly on streaks. Make that 6 right there as he gets the wonderful drop shot kill. He could be he's one more kill off of streaks. Bouncy will drop. That's going to be a streak in his pocket. This should be the rest. This should be the map, actually. As 10 seconds left, no resistance from Team Velis. Practically team shotting and team killing in the back corner here. Banky killing his own teammate in Trill. The fun is being had in the final moments here of this control. And while Team KGK, they steamroll through their opponents in another respawn. Another W in their pockets. And, well, one more W away from taking this series that means so much. Once again, I illustrate how important this is in dictating whether they get a top 4 spot in the group. As there you go. The map goes their way. It's a flashy flight of fierce foes from KGK, and well, this time around they have the number. This could have been a 3-0 in this series as well, guys. Just reminding you guys that missed the S&D, it was a round 11 S&D that was blown out of the water by Bouncy, who I believe ended that S&D like 15-6 or 15, not 15-6 obviously, 15-4 or 15-3, something absolutely preposterous. And 15-5 probably, 15-5 I'll say it. He 15-5, 15-6. 15-5, 15-6. Okay, I'm going to stop it, but he had 15 kills. It was preposterous numbers, absolutely outstanding debut. I think that's the most amount of kills in an S&D we've seen from a player debuting in their debut, in S&D. I'm not even sure. I'm going to have to check it out in the past here, when Hidden made his debut, maybe he had a number of that strength. As on Hidden's debut, just going to take a quick little gander at that. See if I can grab a bit of a remembrance there. As on his debut, Hidden dropped, I believe it was just 11. Yep. On Hidden's debut, he dropped 11 in the S&D. So, we see an absolutely rancid S&D ending. But now, coming into this one, we're going to have another map on the board. It's going to be another round. Another map, actually, on the board. We're going to have a 4th map coming up for you folks. It's going to be another Moscow, actually, that's on the cards. And it's going to be Moscow hardpoint that we see. Last time around, it was the Moscow Search and Destroy that these teams played on. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not the mechanic is different, or if, the map still seems to be something that Team Velis finds comfort and confidence on. If they're able to win, and if they're able to win a respawn. That's probably the biggest question out of it all. Is so far they had the first map that, arguably, not even arguably, realistically, they played They played and lost in a 3 versus 4 situation because Bouncy wasn't really relevant at all on that entire map. Arguably not even there playing and present. And then they have the search and destroy. They escape with the skin of their teeth. They win that 11th round, but they did have a lead. You know, I think it was a 5-4. They also had a lead at one point of 4-2. So through that search and destroy, it was really Velas's to lose. They were looking very hot throughout it, and you know, through some mistakes there, KGK were able to bounce back and bring us that around 11. But ultimately, Velas do close that out. So that's where they see their one map win. You know, we're jumping into another map here. It's map number 4, and KGK one map away from winning the series. They have both respawns in their pockets, but will they be able to add up onto that mantle a third respawn in this series and maybe start to strike some fear in these opponents that they have? You know, the last opponent they have off stream this week, going into playoffs. I believe it's Las Vegas Spades, if my memory serves me right here. I'm just gonna another little gander there. Yeah, it's Las Vegas Spades, who took a loss yesterday to 302 Gold. So it's gonna be interesting to see, you know, how these two teams end up stacking up off stream. But we do have the rest and remainder of this matchup to obviously still obviously play out. So we will be starting it up here, as we see KGK with a lead. And it looked like Trill exited the lobby in the last moments there. So we will be getting a restart on the map. So while that's happening, we will take a quick technical break for that. But we will be back with more action, as we still have that 4th map for you guys. It could be the last map, or it could be the one that sends us to that fabled and my favorite search and destroy on raid when we come back. We are back, folks, and we have ourselves map number 4. Team KGK ahead in the series, winning both the respawns and dropping the S&D in round 11. Team Velas looking to try to keep their hopes alive here in this matchup on this map here of Hardpoint Moscow. And there you go. This is looking really good for Team KGK. Very promising, as they're able to put on the jets here and get in control of P2 spawns. As Team Velas showing shaky signs in the openings of this hard point. And, well, Bouncy not going to be showing up well here either. Everybody falling prey to Team KGK's prowess and obviously their precision. As nobody dropping for Team KGK, except now Nick the Brick will end up dropping to Banky, who relieves himself of... Who is the first player on Velas to relieve themselves of a donut. Bouncy, he's going to go for a big flank. He's going to try to hit up top PD. He may drop to a player coming out of laundry, and there you go. Team Velas continue to keep shut out. Smurfry Gonna try to get in behind one, but he will drop as Zeus will get to eliminate his donut. Stay chill, continuing to streak himself but continuing to streak up to 5 here in the back. And uncharacteristically, we're seeing Stay Chill with an AR. So he's probably sitting back here with the AR because he's streaking and he wants to earn them. As still 24 seconds left of this hill, and looks like Team Velis are just going to hightail it out of here. Team Kill going to come through, and I'm going to send the players back in at the new hill. And well, we will see Banky drop, and Team KGK, they're continuing to just show so much success and promise here. As the kills in the back, Smurfry will be able to close out one, and Stay Chill still on the brink of streaks. Zeus will get 1 kill before getting traded out by Clarity. And Team KGK trying to do what they can to continue to put on the pressure. Stay Chill. He's going to be watching through gold and such. He's not going to be dead at all. He's going to still be 7-0. He's looking to pull a Nick the Brick. But he should drop to the player behind him. He will not. He's going to ego chow him back, and he will drop. As Trill remains killless, 0-7. Gonna have to check out Trill's birth name soon. Might be, with the way that he's playing, might need to be changing that to Owen. And Team Velis, they're gonna leave the lobby. And Trill will pull out the sniper, and that should be it, folks. As Team Velis, they will look to just tap out here. From my understanding. As it's all over, folks. That's it. Icing on the cake here. As Team KGK win your final map here in this one. 4th map on the cards. It's the hard point on Moscow. Just unmatched. The hard point has been absolutely flawless from them today, tonight. And maybe moving forward they continue to find success, but there will be more troublesome teams that will come their way in playoffs, so they've got to continue to stay high and keep things up with what they're doing and what they're capable of. As tonight, they end up putting to bed Team Velis, you know, the side that, once again, I tell you guys at the beginning, was not expected to win the series, let alone even win a map in the series. So for them to get a map to go their way, it's still, you know, a wonderful thing in my eyes to look at and be happy with if I'm a Velis fan. If you're a Team KGK fan, you know, you guys won the series, but losing that one map, like, if they don't win against Team Las Vegas Spades, then this one map could come to haunt them. As there is a potential here if Las Vegas Spades do beat now Team KGK, and then if 302 Gold lose to OP Black, there could be, folks, a 3-way tie for 4th place, which will come down to, you know, head-to-head results, as well as which will be tied around from what I'm looking at. If we do head-to-head results. If we don't do head-to-head results, then we're looking at then if it's past head-to-head results, then what we're looking at is going to be if Las Vegas Spades beat KGK and then 302 Gold lose to OP Black, then what we're going to be seeing is we will see a 3-way tie that comes down to map win-loss records. And you know, I'm just going to quickly look to glance over at this here, and you know, after the win that KGK just received here, 3-1, can do a quick little bit of maths for you folks on stream here. As some of you guys are probably going to want to exit around this time, and it's fine. I understand that. You guys can do so. Just going to do some quick maths here to let you guys know how things end up looking in the grand scheme of things here. So I'm just going to quickly do that, folks, and while I do that, we'll go to a quick little break. I'll put some music on, and you guys can see the map screen for a little bit before I come back with you guys. That'll break down on the percentages and how things can go with and how impactful these off stream matches are going to be. Okay, I am back, folks. Just to like run you guys really quickly over with how things can go. So after tonight's results here and KGK winning this one 3-1, we do see them improve to now a 44% map win-loss percentage. So if they win against lost, so these are the different ways and different variable potential ways that things end. Okay, so you're looking at, for instance, if KGK win against Las Vegas Spades, and then if KGK wins against Las Vegas Spades, and 302 Gold beats OP Black, then KGK will be third in the group due to the head-to-head advantage against 302 Gold, as both the teams will be tied with a 7-7 record. Now, if OP Black win against 302 Gold and KGK win against Las Vegas Spades, then OP Black will win on then it will come down to the actual win-loss percentage, and for KGK to come out on top against OP Black, KGK will need to 3-0 the Spades and hope to see OP Black win in a close 3-2. Because if it is a 3-0 for OP Black or a 3-1 for OP Black, regardless on if KGK wins or not, OP Black will go in with the third seed for the group, and KGK will have fourth. Now, if OP Black win, then they have two. Then they will be 7-7, and if Las Vegas Spades win, then Las Vegas Spades will be 6-8, alongside KGK being 6-8 and 302 being 6-8. Now, with 6-8 records, it then with all three of those teams in 6-8 records, it comes down to the win-loss record that ends up ultimately deciding how that will play out. And with the win-loss there, most likely if Las Vegas Spades does win against KGK in a 3-1 or 3-0 fashion, Las Vegas Spades will jump up past KGK and potentially and they could potentially even see themselves passing 302 Esports Gold. As long as Las Vegas Spades don't lose 2 maps to KGK. Actually, regardless of if they lose 2 maps or not, if 302 Gold lose 3 maps and don't win any, it all will come down to maps, guys. I'm telling you, it all comes down to maps. But this one map here, KGK, if it ends up being a 3-way tie, they might have wanted it back. And so this could be just enough of a spoiler for the KGK train and making it into winner's bracket going into playoffs. But we'll see. We will see. KGK do take the win tonight, folks. Congratulations. And GG's to both the teams. Make sure you guys go check out their social medias. Go find them on Twitter as well. And you can go find me and my Twitter there. You can guys feel free to follow it and promote me as I look to continue to find more casting gigs throughout the amateur Call of Duty scene, both LANs and online. As well as you guys can check out ALG here. Check out all their socials. They post the content from like tonight's match, for instance. They'll have a post about that and whatnot. You can check that out. And you can even check out the owner's Twitter, which is over here, over to my right, or your guys' right, or yeah, my left, your guys' right. But GG's to both these teams and their players. Wonderful work for the side of KGK, and also that Search and Destroy was phenomenal. Massive shout out to Bouncy for that Search and Destroy. It was massive carry. I hope he sees a chiropractor after that carry, because man, my lower back would be aching after a performance like that. But yeah, guys, that does it for tonight's action. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow to view the double header that we have tomorrow. That is absolutely astonishing. It's going to be very intriguing, and it's going to be a banger. It's ADS Gaming versus Redux, and then Hi-Fi versus Flawless. This is some battles, especially the Hi-Fi and Flawless one. That one could dictate who gets second place in that group for Group A. While you're seeing the Redux and ADS one also potentially putting a wrench in the plans. If Hi-Fi can beat Flawless, and then Hi-Fi tonight, if they beat Redux tonight, and then ADS Gaming loses to Redux on stream tomorrow, Hi-Fi could steal the first seed away from ADS Gaming. There's that one little shred of potential that could end up happening. Ultimately, it comes down to these last matches tomorrow and off stream that will dictate where these last couple teams end up sitting. But oh boy, this is going to be an absolutely banger ending here to the ALG League, and tomorrow will be a banger night of action. And if you guys want to join me as I continue to cast tonight, I have one other gig somewhere else. It's going to be with Oculus Performance, and you guys can feel free to come send some love my way and come join me on that stream in about a half hour's time. So take it easy, guys. Have a good rest of your night, and enjoy. Stay safe.